Another episode of Hypnotic Thoughts. Manny, what are we going to do this week?
Wow. Sorry. Well, I'm hoping this week you're going to share some of that hypnosis goodness with us.
I could do that.
You know,
I could do that, yeah.
something cool like how to hypnotize myself. That's what I'm talking about.
I have a wonderful, simple self-hypnosis routine, which I cannot take credit for, but when I have clients and I teach them self-hypnosis, this is the standard thing that I use.
Awesome.
It's awesome. A sort of giant in the world of hypnosis was a man named Dave Elman.
Okay.
And Dave Elman wrote the book Hypnotherapy. It is one of the most widely read books about hypnosis to this day. It's several decades old. And he, in the book, gave this real simple process that he used to use with clients. And it's so simple and it's so versatile that a lot of hypnotists like myself teach people this as a self-hypnosis routine. So, before we start it, I'll tell anyone who's watching this video, what you want to do to get yourself prepped is you want to definitely have a comfortable space. You might want to lay on your couch. You might want to recline in a chair. If you want to, you can sit up in a chair like Manny and I are. I don't recommend it. I usually find that when things are going well, the neck tends to get relaxed and then the head starts to kind of bobble, you know?
I'm going to headbutt my keyboard. I can feel it already.
Yeah. So I would say either lay on a couch or lay on your bed or recline in a chair. Make sure you have good head and neck support. You definitely don't want to have any food, gum, or candy in your mouth. And you should make sure that when you practice this, you can give it your full attention. You definitely don't want, food on the oven cooking or stuff like that could cause a problem for you. You want to be able to give your full undivided attention for it. The good news for you guys watching this is it's fast. And even when I do it today, it'll only actually be a couple minutes long. And when you practice it, once you start to get good at it, you'll run through it in your head, and you can do it in about 60 seconds. It's that fast. It's really,
Awesome.
really cool. And then what you choose to do from there with it is up to you, but the actual self-hypnosis routine, fast. So
I'm going to say micro-hypnosis again because I just like your facial expression when I say it. Because I like micro-mindfulness where you can get in, get out, get mindful. And micro-hypnosis where you come in, you get the benefits. Minimal effective dose is what we like to call it.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Well, and that is the nice thing about it is if you practice this and you get comfortable with it, you could do it on a break at work. You could do it sitting in your car for 5 minutes before you go into a meeting. Like you could do it on an airplane if you get a little stressed flying. There's so many ways. You just bring it with you and you do it quick and easy, and it's a pretty nice tool to have.
So awesome.
Okay?
Let's roll.
All right. So what you're going to do is you're going to get yourself set the way I said, get yourself comfortable, and then you're going to take 3 nice big deep breaths. And just like you talked about in our earlier episode about mindfulness and breathing, we want to breathe down to the belly. We don't want to puff up the chest. We want to get a nice full breath, a 5-second breath, as you were talking about in the earlier episode. So you're going to breathe, and you really want to try to feel the air come up over your palate and then run down into your, basically imagine it going down into your belly button, even though your lung, it doesn't. That's the way you kind of visualize it. So then you would hold it, and then you'd exhale for 5 seconds. So we'll do that 3 times, and on the 3rd breath, you're going to close your eyes. So first nice big deep breath in, and breathe out for 5. Back in for 5. Out. In for 5. Out and close your eyes. Now we add a layer of mindfulness here. We're going to bring our attention up to our eyes and really try to be mindful, to pay attention to the way your eyes feel. Notice the way that your eyelids feel. They might feel heavy and loose. They might be twitching or moving. Whatever you notice is what you notice. And as you focus more on your eyes and the area around your eyes, imagine the tiny little muscles that control your eyes. The tiniest, the smallest muscles in your whole body, the muscles that lift your eyelids up and down, that move your eyeballs around in your head. And just really focus on the idea of what it would feel like to let those muscles relax completely. There's many times in our daily lives when we think we're pretty relaxed, but actually maybe we're retaining 10%, 5% of stress, tension, irritation. What would it feel like if you let all stress, tension, and irritation leave those tiny little muscles? If you really focus on that idea, if you think about what it would be like to let them relax completely, 100% relaxation, then those muscles would really go into a sort of neutral state. No pushing, no pulling, no lifting, no moving, just resting. And you might be a visual person, and you might like to imagine those tiny little muscles getting loose, relaxed, longer, softer. Or maybe you're more of a feeler, and it's good to just focus on feeling those muscles get heavier or looser or more relaxed. Whatever way that's right for you is right for you. But when you've imagined it so well, when you've thought about it so thoroughly that you notice a difference in the way that your eyes and the area around your eyes feels, then you can show yourself you've created this relaxation by trying just one time to open your eyes and finding that they won't open because they're so relaxed. Now there may be a part of you, a sort of inner voice that thinks, that's silly, I can open my eyes anytime I want to. And of course that's true. But in order to open them, you would have to put tension back into the muscles because they need tension to operate. And the goal of this exercise is not to put tension into your body, but to let tension leave your body, to be more relaxed, more peaceful, more calm. So the idea of not being able to open your eyes is really a good thing. And when you've shown yourself by trying just one time to open your eyes and you find that you can't get them to open, then knowing that you've created that profound level of relaxation, you can release it and let it go down through the rest of the muscles in your body. You can let it go down from your eyes through your face, down through your cheeks, and down through your jaw. You can let it go down through your neck, down through your throat. That relaxation can just keep sinking deeper and deeper, down through your shoulders, down the back of your shoulders between your shoulder blades, down the front of your shoulders into your chest. It can go down through your triceps and your biceps, down through your elbows and your forearms. It can go right down through your wrists into your hands, all the way to the tips of your fingers. And that relaxation can go even further. It can go down through your chest into your abdominal muscles and down between your shoulder blades into the lower back region. Your whole torso can get more and more relaxed. And then that relaxation can go down through your waist. It can go down through the quad muscles in the front of your legs and down through the hamstrings in the back of your legs. It can go down through the front of your shins, down through your calves, right down through your ankles. It can go all the way down to the soles of your feet and the tips of your toes. You can let every muscle, every nerve, every fiber of your body relax completely, knowing that that is a good gift to give yourself. And once you get to this point of physical relaxation, notice that you're still awake. You hear the sound of my voice. You may also notice that you still notice thoughts occurring in your mind. And that's because hypnosis is a conscious state. You'll always be aware of yourself. You'll always be in control of yourself. And should you need to leave this hypnotic state, you can do so at any time simply by telling yourself that you're all done. But once you've created this state, if you have a little time, it might be nice to give yourself a particular good thought, or just to notice what thoughts arise from the deeper level of your mind. Having taken some time to sort of declutter your mind and let yourself relax, you might notice a thought or an idea that presents itself to you. And that can be part of your mindfulness training. And once that thought or idea presents itself to you, you might just listen. You might make note of how that thought or idea makes you feel. And you might find that question connects to that thought or idea, or an observation. And if nothing comes to mind, that's okay too. It's okay to just be still and quiet and calm. When you've spent as much time as you would like being more relaxed, more peaceful, and you're ready to leave the hypnotic state, you can simply open your eyes, or you can tell yourself, I'm all done now. Or you could count from 1 up to 3 and then open your eyes. Whatever feels right for you is just fine. The main idea is that when you are ready to be done, you simply choose to be done. You always have that level of control. Since we're practicing together today, I'll count from 1 to 3. And when I get to the number 3, you can release yourself from hypnosis and open your eyes. Start with the number 1. Think about how easy it was to explore self-hypnosis today just by focusing your mind a little bit more. And as you move to 2, remember that you can continue to practice this self-hypnosis routine, and the more you practice, the better you'll get at it. And as we go to the last and final number, releasing yourself from hypnosis for now, as I say the number 3. Excuse me. So that's really, we'll summarize. Okay, I'll summarize for you, Manny. So basically what we do when we do the Elman Method is we do some breathing, 3 breaths, then we get eye closure, and then as soon as we get eye closure, we go to a idea, a thought, which helps bypass the critical faculty of the conscious mind. Why I just gave myself a halo, I don't know. But what we're really trying to do is we're trying to engage the imagination to bypass the critical thinking aspect, and that helps bridge into hypnosis. Okay. So we breathe to create some relaxation and start to get centered and follow the breath, eye closure, and then we focus on that idea of relaxing the muscles to the point where they won't work. And when you do that well, and we call it getting them stuck. Of course, you know they're not really stuck. You can open them anytime you need to, but the feeling of them sort of being stuck because you've relaxed them so well is that moment in which you bypass the critical thinking and you sort of buy into the idea that they're stuck, and you go into hypnosis. From there, where you go, I mean, dozens and dozens and probably even hundreds of directions you could go from there. You could deepen your hypnosis with counting or imagery. You could just sit and breathe for a while and keep following your breath, like you were talking about in an earlier episode, just working on breathing. You could, like I said today, you could just sort of listen internally, and you could create a listen for an idea, a question, a thought, a feeling. Lots and lots of ways to do it, and we should probably explore some more of that stuff in later episodes. But just to give people a sense, I want you all to understand there's no right or wrong way. Everyone's experience is their own, and it's okay.
Yep. Now, what I found to be particularly powerful is the point where you get the choice of whether you want to leave the relaxed, pleasant feeling by introducing the tension. To me, bringing someone to that point of inflection and giving them the opportunity to choose to control the tension in their body, I think that's super powerful, because I'm still relaxed now. I mean, I'm ready for a warm bath and to call it a night. You know? But I think there's one of the most powerful things that you'll find in contemplative neuroscience is the reward of choosing. Just the sheer fact that you have a choice. Your brain is like, oh, I can choose. It's the difference between, often they say, escapable threat and unescapable threat.
Interesting.
So giving people the power to, at any point in time, to choose whether to introduce tension into the body or to not introduce the tension into the body, that's a powerful point of inflection. That's a point of, it's a point of agency, autonomy.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, man.
All right, that's it. So you guys, if you just practice this, again, I kind of did a longer version of it, but if you really focus on the process is really the breathing, the eye closure, and then imagining getting your eyes to relax until they get stuck. If you just focus on that, that's the actual process of getting you into state. You can really do that when you practice it. You can do that in like 30 seconds once you get comfortable with it. It's fast, it's easy, and then the time is really spent like, okay, now that you're in state, what do you want to do? Do you want to relax? Do you want to give positive thoughts and affirmations and suggestions? Again, that's where all that diversity of like direction comes from after that. But the actual Elman method, what Mr. Elman used to do was, once he got you to get the eyes stuck, he used to do a deepening method. Excuse me. He used to do a deepening method where he would have you start at 100, and every time you counted back a digit, he would have you double your relaxation. Whatever your feeling was, double it.
I like that.
And his goal was, keep doubling your relaxation until you get so relaxed that you can't find the next number. And what he says in his book is, like, when you get good at that, you lose the numbers by like 95. You don't even get into the 80s. Like, when you get comfortable with it. So you could do something like that and just work on, going deeper into hypnosis when you practice, because the deeper you go, usually the better you feel. So lots of options. So
I like that.
If you guys have questions and stuff, follow up with us. Drop us a line at Hypnotic Thoughts and follow up with us. Any questions?
Absolutely. No, man. I'm just relaxed. I'm like bath ready. I'm telling you.
All right, cool. That's it.
Thanks, Paul. That was awesome.
All right, we'll see you guys again in another episode of Hypnotic Thoughts.
Yep. Tune in.
All right.